Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of the Red Devils Corner Kick podcast, a fan podcast dedicated to Manchester United Football Club. As always, like, subscribe, follow, whether it's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or YouTube. And as also, you can follow on social media, Instagram, TikTok, or X. I hope everyone had a good weekend. I know yesterday was a little tough. I do apologize for not getting the episode out yesterday. I ended up rewatching some of the game yesterday just for the podcast, so I ended up coming late. So I am recording today, early Monday, for the podcast. But yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed the weekend. Kind of a tough weekend if you're from Canada, losing the gold medal game yesterday morning, and also seeing Manchester United lose in extras to Chelsea in the FA Cup. And yeah, we're out now, which is tough. And listen, the score sheet will say one thing, but when you watch the game, you do see how well the women played. But it was a tough game. Like I said, we were coming near the end of a 5-game stretch. Some fatigue was there. We had opportunities. We were missing players, to say the least. Like, we had players that put in a lot of minutes yesterday. Especially when you look at it, Miyazawa, Nelson, all put in a lot of minutes. Mallard as well put in. So Mallard played a lot. Johansson, like, everyone put in their time yesterday. And yes, it was the last game of a 5-game stretch. We're going to be going through this again on the 15th of March. That's when we're back. We're playing, guess what? Chelsea again in the League Cup final. Listen, United had their chances yesterday. You saw it earlier on. You saw it during the game. Saw it later on. You saw opportunities to win. You saw opportunities when they're trying to draw it up in the extra time as well. And listen, the goals were it was tough breaks for the goals. They were some off, like the goals against us. They happen. Rebounds off the post. They happen, and sometimes in that chaos, the ball just comes up and then ends up in the back of the net. So everyone played well. There were some hiccups, but everyone did play well. United had opportunities. Again, Chelsea played well. Hands off to them. Hats off to them for what they did. But it was a difficult game. It was. Skinner, again, he set up the lineup. My lineup was different. That doesn't mean we were going to win with mine. Like, he is the manager, and I've said that with the men's squad. He is the manager. He sees better than what I can see. I went with more of a rotational than others, but it was similar again. I just had I thought Awojo would start, and I believe I put in Schuler to start as well, but he went with Wangerham up front, which she played well up front. She had her opportunities. It's just Chelsea did defend well against our center forward. Everything that was working well for us, Chelsea defended well. But United did have their opportunities. I feel like sometimes our goal scorers held onto the ball too long, and so just take another one shot and go. But they tried to make something work. Mallard played well. Park played well. I noticed some of the player ratings, but in the end, we are out of the FA Cup. We couldn't get much going. Some of the ball movement control in the middle wasn't there. I did see some struggles there with our midfield. Our back end, Lundqvist played well. Turner played okay. Janssen played okay as well in the CCA. Toulouse Joyce did play fantastic. Definitely made some crucial saves. The goals that she got scored on, it's just one. Yeah, they're just tough. Like, we scored the same way on Chelsea. It's just how it happened. But we had our opportunities. I felt like we just didn't take advantage of them. Chelsea did exactly. Chelsea defended extremely well. They did. They, in the end, they were a better team. They got those opportunities that were there. United just couldn't capitalize. Whether it's the fatigue of the last couple weeks, especially when you take a look here, depth, missing key players. In the end, it was only a 2-1 loss, and it had to go into extras, and we had opportunities in the end. And let me just take a look at their last few fixtures. Especially the last couple of weeks. So, yeah, and the one thing too, Chelsea did, from when you look at their schedule, energy-wise, they were definitely in a better spot than us. Because again, we just came off of 5 games in 2 weeks where we were playing Champions League plus the weekends. So we had an additional 2 games in between from what they had. So fatigue was kind of there. The women have been playing well. They have. There were mistakes made, control, but we had opportunities. We did. There were chances there for that, but it's just we couldn't capitalize. Chelsea did a good job closing in, holding it off. I think sometimes when we got the ball, it was just like, let me see what I can do instead of just making the simple move. Wingerham had options earlier on. I remember her getting the ball and she moved it up, and she should have just taken the shot. And then instead she just passed. And there's the struggle. There was struggle. There was struggle. We couldn't get it going. And again, like I said, both goals are kind of the same. Just rebounds off the post, balls just falling into our feet, and we're able to get it through. It happened with Chelsea, especially the game-winning goal. Like, Tulis-Joyce made the save off the post, and in. It was, yeah. They took their opportunities, they got the rebound, and scored. Both teams were throwing everything at it. I remember the commentary mentioning throwing the kitchen sink. It was there. It was there. And for the one thing too is for United, hats off to them for the amount of games they've been playing to still come out and play the way they did, to put out minutes, the conditioning and everything for them to play. Like I said, Mallard must be exhausted. Mallard, Park, Miyazawa, especially Miyazawa, Janssen, Letitia, Lundqvist, Tulis-Joyce, all of them must be exhausted for the amount of minutes that they've been playing the last few days. But in the end, it was tough. It was. Substitutions I had no issues with, because again, without Owojo being substituted on, we lose in normal time instead of extras. Going to player ratings now. Tulis-Joyce, we're going to go with 7.5. Janssen, 6.5. Turner, I'll say 6.3. Let's just see, 6.5. Lundqvist, 6.3. Miyazawa, 6.5. Yeah, 6.5. Ziggiatti, same, 6.5. Nelson, same, 6.5. Park, same. Like, again, everyone I thought played well. Just things just couldn't bounce our way. Allard, I'll give a 7. Wangerham, 6. I'll give a 6.5. She had opportunity. No, I'll stick with the 6. I'm just trying to think again. Yeah, Schuler 6, Awojo 7, getting the goal, which was key. Turlin 6, George 6. Drury came on 6. Just trying to think. Maybe I should bounce back on a couple. No, go Park 6. She was average. Nelson, Ziggiatti, Miyazawa, Wegerham. Lundqvist 6. When I'm rethinking this now and looking back, yeah, you saw some struggles. Turner, keep it at 6.3. Miyazawa, 6.5. She was okay. Ziggiatti was 6.5. Nelson 6.5. Turlin 6. Yeah, everyone else was it just seemed average. Everyone, yeah, it was average or just above. But yeah, everyone played well. Tulis Joyce with the saves that she made. That was huge. She made some crucial saves where it could have been a lot worse. But in the end, yeah. In the end, we're out of the FA Cup, which is kind of I don't want to say that's a blessing, but that's one less thing that they have to worry about and one less exhaustion for them, especially if we get into specific games. It is a good thing for them. Listen, I would love them to win a quadruple. It would be great. But now we can focus on the League Cup, which is on the 15th. And then after that, it's just SL and Champions League, which is good. That's nothing against having additional competition, but having one last competition does help for depth, injuries, recuperation. That's the one thing the team needs. So, but yeah, it is tough. I would like for them to try and go on, but looking at it here, we've had a fantastic stretch with all of it. I'm starting to sound negative, but I was always concerned about depth, injuries, especially with the way things went this round of length of games. Sandberg is out. Rolfo didn't play. She was expected to be available. We're still missing Toon, Galton, and Riviere was out. So yeah, 5 key players there that we're missing. And nothing against the women that played today. They were all fantastic. It's just there was the struggles. There were struggles. So, well, when I say struggles, it's just injuries and health. Again, a lot of minutes. Again, it's at the end. Miyazawa is going to be gone. So again, midfield is going to be hurting. So we'll see how that goes. Because again, Miyazawa is leaving for international competition. So it is going to be tough to replace her not being there. So but we'll see how it goes. Again, it's next person up, next player up mentality. So I'll leave that there for the episode of the podcast. I'll be back later today because we have the men's game going on against Everton, and then I'll do my post game and player ratings for Everton and everything as well. enjoy your Monday. Enjoy the game this afternoon. When I say this afternoon, that is in my time this evening over in the UK. So enjoy the start of your week. Enjoy the match later this afternoon. I will talk to you guys after the men's squad against Everton. Like, follow, subscribe, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and also Instagram, TikTok, or X. This is the Red Devils Corner Kick Podcast. Glory, glory, Man United.